Hi, it's Tracy, the Plant Styling Introvert, and in today's video I thought I would give you a little tour of my living room, hopefully tell you what each of the plants are, if I can remember them all. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so this is my favourite corner of the room. Got some of my favourite plants in this corner. Tell you what I'll do, I'll give you a pan of the room first so that you can get your whereabouts, and then we can go from there. So let's start on a clockwise angle. Lazy dog. Dark, horrible corner that I don't know what to do with. Introvert reading chair. Plants that don't really have a home, don't really know what to do with those. Introvert reading books. Give you a little tour of those. Very good, very good. Also okay. Okay, so this might be a long video thinking about it. So let's just get started. We have my Anthurium crystallinum. This one, when I got it, it only had these two leaves. And it's just given me this humongous leaf. But I'm really sad because it got stuck when it was coming out of the cataphyll and it ripped. Still hardening off. So that could possibly still get a bit bigger yet. Then we have my two Anthurium clarinervium. It's one of them. There's the other one. Alocasia poly. New leaf has just come out, it's still hardening off and unfurling. My juvenile gloriosum. This will get really big at some point. You've got a lot of stuff in the window that you probably won't be able to see. Just some Frydek seedlings that really need potting up. I've got a gazillion of those in there. Pilia peperomia. Couple of anthuriums. Oh, look at this, look. Oh, can I get you out? Look, he's got roots coming out the bottom of his pot. Roots coming out the top. I will up pot you today, little one. Some more Frydek babies. Ooh. Ooh, I've got one coming there as well. And then here's my mother Frydek. Starting to yellow a little bit because I transitioned it into leca. So if you can see the roots, I don't know whether you can see it with the reflection, but this was the roots it had when I received it in soil, and then I put it into leca, so I've transferred it to semi-hydro, and it's given me nice big chunky roots now. So the plant's literally working on its root system first before it starts giving me even bigger, more beautiful leaves. Next to that is my, get out of the way, Queen Anthurium. She's a beauty. When I got it, it had these, can't really call it a small leaf, but when it was in my care, it's now giving me these, which actually this camera doesn't do it justice how big it is. And I repotted that onto a moss pole yesterday, so there will be a video coming shortly, if it's not already on there, of me putting that onto a moss pole. Next to that we have, oh, down here we have my large form Monstera deliciosa. There's a video of me propping and chopping. So this is the what is it? It's the offcut. Mother's upstairs. We have, don't actually know what this is. I think it's a Soderoy, but there is also a Mame, which is very similar, and I don't actually know which one I've got. Hopefully as it matures, I'll be able to figure it out. Next to that, we have my Philodendron Splendid. That's a hybrid between a Verrucosum and a Melanocorrhizum. These leaves will get huge. So it came with these little leaves, and already it's sizing up to these since I put it on a moss pole. Next to that, Petrophylla Dragon's Breath, my smaller one. Do have a bigger one up there. This one had little leaves as well. Again, I gave it a decent fertilizer, and then it gave me this monster. Let's come back down to this one. My variegated Alocasia Frydek. I chopped some of the leaves off yesterday because they were all white, and you can't have all white leaves because there's no chlorophyll, so it will die. Anyway, I digress. So next to that was the Queen Anthurium. Then we have, I'm running out of space, I can't get around all these plants. This is my Philodendron Majestic. I'm trying to bend that Queen Anthurium out of the way, but I can't. Philodendron Majestic, and next to that is an Alocasia Silver Dragon. Going up, we have a Cebu Blue. I really want this to be a hanging plant, but it keeps trying to climb. And I'm like, stop it, I want you to hang. I also have a Cebu Blue in the window here. You might not be able to see it. And it's actually started to attach itself to the window frame, which I didn't really want, but still. Anyway, Cebu Blue, couple of little, aren't they cute, cactus like them. So that's all of that section in the corner. Then we move on to my Monstera Albo. Crikey, I nearly forgot it then. Monstera Albo. This is a cutting from the mother plant. You'll see the mother plant in a minute. He's in a self-watering pot. I use a few of those. Coming down to a couple of different anthuriums. And then my Monstera Adansonii. Crikey, that one nearly went then. Adansonii. And then this beauty. Oh, when this sizes up, it's going to be lush. This is my Philodendron McDowell. Love that one. He's one of my favourites at the moment. Some of the old leaves that it had before I got it are not the best, but since being in my care, it's given me nice leaves. So that's that section. Another baby anthurium there. That's an anthurium no ID. If you don't know what the parents are with anthuriums, you have to class it as a no ID. Here is my Queen Monstera. It's a bit battered because the dog keeps whacking it with its tail. You might not be able to see because I've got some grow lights on above it. Gorgeous leaves. And it's starting to give me half moon leaves. It's a bit of a naff leaf because for some reason it's a bit deformed and it's not fenestrating yet, but eventually that's going to look gorgeous. Then another Monstera Albo. These all came from the same plant. I just keep chopping and propping. I put them onto a moss pole and I keep propping and chopping them. Actually, you might be able to see in this one. Can I show you? So you see the stem on the right goes into the moss pole, into the pot, and it's on a moss pole. And you can see there, I chopped it, and then I've just put that back onto the moss pole. So that's actually 2 of the same plant. So now it's got 2 growth points. Hopefully that made sense. So that was that area there. Then we come on to Calathea, not my favourite plant. These are prayer plants, so they kind of fold themselves up as the sun goes down. And to my mind, they always look a little bit naff. To be fair, it is a little bit neglected. I don't really look after it very well. But look at the gorgeous purple leaves. And then above that is my, I just watered that yesterday, and now it's not hanging right, is my neon pothos. These things, or the pothos, he's looking very sorry for himself. Hang on a minute, my mind's just gone somewhere else. He's looking very sorry for himself because it's so high up on the shelf, I often forget to water it. So that is a job for today. I'm going to get that down and sort it out. But what was I saying? Pothos, yeah. All of these are really easily propagated. So in fact, I can show you. So that was my neon. That's my marble queen. And then down here is a cutting from the marble queen. They literally grow like weeds, these things. They grow really quickly. And that's a cutting of a heartleaf philodendron just in a mug. Oh, you're almost ready to pot up. Then my philodendron Brazil, got gorgeous stripy leaves. He's also not looking the best. Again, this corner, I tend to just forget the plants in this corner a little bit. I'll look after you soon, I promise. Tabby cat, you can't see his face. Oh, there he is. I'm sorry. Going around. There is my heartleaf philodendron. And a blue star fern. I had to steal his plant pot yesterday for something else. And obviously it doesn't fit into this one, so he needs to get a new plant pot. I'm sorry, you don't look very nice up there. So that's those. This is my IKEA greenhouse cabinet. So originally I had plants in here, but I felt like I couldn't see them very well, so I took them all out. But I do have a couple of cuttings in there. I've got there's a neon one. Actually, no, I think that's a lemon lime pothos and a Brazil. A couple of other cuttings in there. And then that's where I keep all my substrate and bits and pieces in there. This video is long. And then here on the table are the bits that I don't really have a home for. So that's my euphorbia. Oh, the lighting's not very good there, is it? Euphorbia that I need to dust. I originally put it on the table because I was going to dust it, but I need to get a makeup brush, a clean makeup brush, so that I can dust it and not rip off all the spines. So that's another to-do list. This is my Monstera, another one of the chop and props from the other one. I did manage to do a little job yesterday and I got it onto a moss pole. So he'll be giving me lots of lovely growth soon. I really like that leaf. And then another one of the Calatheas. gorgeous purple backing. Again, I don't really like calatheas. I just think they look really scruffy. Don't like it. Go from there. I need to select my coffee, hang on. Yum. Go over to my Regal Shield. This plant it's just going a bit nuts. Look how wide it is. I need to do something with you. I need to do something. Lovely big leaf. Oh, can you see in that light? Let's try that one. Lovely big leaves. But it's just getting too wide. I need to keep you all together somehow, but I don't know how. Then next to that is my snake plant. And then another calathea. This one's actually really pretty. Look at the colours of it. Stunning as that, look at that. But again, it's another one that I kind of neglect. And the cats enjoyed having a little scratch on. Aren't they stunning leaves? I should do more with this one because it is really pretty. But anyway, I think, is that them? Oh, I did have, I don't know if I showed you, there is another one of these calatheas in the window, which I really need to do something with. That one's dying. But there we have it, folks. Plant all done. Bye now.